Welcome back to Smoke Sports. Season 2 coming to you. Smoke Sports presents Smoke and Chop.
We're back.
What's up,
What's
Chop
going
Easy?
on, Smoke Dog?
Can't
We
call
here.
it, can't call it.
More new content, updates, and news on all professional sports going on around the United States of America. Here we're going to give y'all the Week 1 matchup, NFL kickoff. It starts Thursday night with Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay, Florida against my Dallas Cowboys. Smoke, give me a rundown. What you like with some key point of views? You know, some key points in this game. What's the likes, pros, cons, dislike? Give me a rundown, Smoke.
First of all, it's gonna be hot. Man.
It's gonna be a humid day down there. It's gonna be very humid, Smoke.
And I don't know if you've been watching Hard Knocks, but that whole little situation, I think it's more to the injury. I don't know. I really want to see him back 100% after that gruesome injury last year that knocked him out.
Damn near a career-ending ankle injury that broke my heart personally. But on from that, I do think he should have a nice comeback year. I don't think that the shoulder injury is as naggy as people think it is. I haven't heard of the injury or that particular muscle in the shoulder itself. I haven't heard on it. It's uncommon to me, you know. But I do think he'll be there Week 1 to show face against Brady in this Thursday night kickoff. Let's talk about this Bucs defense and how the Bucs brought back all 22 starters on the offensive side of the ball and defensive side of the ball. How you feel? What you looking for with this Buccaneers secondary defense? You know what I'm saying, dog? And you know our three-headed monster set we got on the offensive side with Cooper, Gallup, and CD. Give me what you like. You know what I'm saying? You think how many touchdowns you think Cooper would go for? How many yards you think Dak would run for? And don't forget about Zeke in the backfield. He looking good this year in training camp. You know what I'm saying? What you like about the matchups?
Look, Zeke has to come out firing on all cylinders. They say he like this year, like 215, 210. He ain't weighed that much. He ain't weighed that much since Ohio State. You see what happened when he weighed that much at Ohio State.
Explosive.
And his first 2 years, arguably one of the best running backs in the league.
Yes, Lord.
And he got to get back in his groove.
I think he'll get in his natural form, go back to rookie form, how Zeke was, that explosive, that hurdling, you know, that just running through the next block. And, you know, I think he still got it in him. I'm not sure what caused him to lose it, but I definitely think this is a bounce back year for my boy Zeke. And we're going to feed him a lot throughout the year for sure.
CD, they gave CD number 88 for a reason. Dez Bryant, Michael Irvin. The list goes on. That's a great number.
Yeah.
And they don't get that to anybody. And he been killing.
Training camp
against the Rams.
I saw all types of spectacular catches by the young fella. I saw one, he underhand and he had to adjust his body. It was a hell of a catch, Smoke. It was definitely a hell of a catch. How you feel about Brady coming in at year, I believe 20, 21.
44 years old.
Oh, he's getting old. So how you think that he come out and perform this year? And do you think he get the Bucs back to the promised land in the Super Bowl?
I mean, I don't know. I really can't call this too early right now.
Okay.
Great run at the end of the season, leading up to the postseason. And he's just doing great things. 7 rings. 7. What NFL team got 7 rings? I think the Steelers got about 6, but they don't got 7 rings. That's one person that got 7 rings.
That's impressive.
6 with one team, and one in his first year with the Bucs, with a loaded offense, a young defense. Devin White. You could have put him up there, rookie of the year too.
He was definitely a candidate that could have been up there.
He could have been up there too.
How many wins you think each team get? Okay, you got the new schedule, of course, with how the NFL works. So tell me what you think the Bucs record will be and the Cowboys.
Honestly, the Bucs only gonna win like 11 to 12 games. 11 to 6 or 12 and 5.
Okay, how you feel about the Cowboys?
That division, people say
NFL lease.
NFC.
That damn NFC lease. With the sorriest 4 teams in the goddamn NFL. So, you know what I'm saying? That's going to get on out to our next matchup. Chargers versus Washington football team.
Man, I was hoping you say that for last, but Chargers and football team, my football team. All I gotta say right now, Chase Young.
Oh yeah,
you've seen them.
phenomenon.
They're in training camp.
Phenomenon.
They ain't got him in all the pro. They can't put him. They can't show him too much in the preseason.
Oh, yeah.
They can't show him too much.
How y'all think y'all gonna utilize him? You know what I'm saying? His sophomore season. Do you think he get more edge rush? Do you think y'all put him on stunts in the inside? How do you think y'all gonna utilize Chase Young in his second season?
Every way possible to get to that quarterback. I'm letting you know that right now. Every way possible. But his bread and butter, that edge. Let him go.
Of course.
Let him go.
And we can't forget about the Chargers defense. We got Derwin James, Bosa brother. You know, the defense, it goes on and on in the secondary position. How do you feel about that Chargers defense?
Look, D. James is back.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if y'all been watching training camp, interceptions, tackles. Whew, I'm eager to see him back on that field. He was one of the best safeties when he was healthy.
Oh yeah.
Playing a full season, college.
Explosive.
Oh, we can't forget about Chris Harris. They picked up right there. Going to Chris Harris, the veteran corner.
Oh yeah.
Kenneth Murray out of Oklahoma, the middle linebacker.
Yeah.
They got a solid top 10 defense.
Arguably both teams, respectively, top 10 defenses in the National Football League.
We know the football team.
Okay. What about sophomore season for the rookie quarterback? Getting compared to Patrick Mahomes early on last year, Justin Herbert.
So the year before he was going to come out, he just stayed. I didn't really get that because if you look at that draft class, he would have been the still #1 pick. But he surprised me a lot. Like, to play that good in your first year, rookie of the year for the offense, he got weapons. Michael Williams,
Keenan Allen.
Yep. Jared Cook, not to mention they picked him up. Jared Cook.
Tight end.
I like him.
I'm looking forward to this tactical defensive game. Low scoring game in my opinion. We'll get you the predictions on how we feel like that game will go later on in the episode. Let's move on. We got the 49ers and the Lions. 1 o'clock Eastern time. Jared Goff and the new head coach, Dan Campbell versus, Kyle Shanahan and the quarterback controversy they got going on with Trey and with Matt Stafford that was just traded. That was a quarterback swap. We got a lot going on there. So all right. So how do you feel about we have Jared Goff, new QB for the Detroit Lions with the head coach Dan Campbell. You got over there on the 49ers side of the ball. Of course, you got Kyle Shanahan. You got the young quarterback Trey out of North Dakota State, and then you have Jimmy Garoppolo. The up and coming vet, elite quarterback for the 49ers. Arguably the face of the 49ers football team right now. Who you think get the start QB1 week 1 versus the Lions?
This is what I don't really understand, y'all. Everybody downplaying Jimmy G. Like, if you seen Super Bowl before last when they was up on the Kansas City Chiefs 2010, they let them come back. Emmanuel Sanders a couple inches, man, from winning that game, but he got overthrew. So, it's football, it's gonna happen. But I like Jimmy G. Granted, Trey Lance is good, but he only got a year and a half experience playing college football. At the FCS level, not knocking FCS team. He didn't play no Ohio State. He ain't playing the Big Ten. He ain't playing the ACC. But I like him too. He having a solid preseason, but I'm going with Garoppolo.
I agree. I definitely gotta go with the more experienced quarterback here. I'm not gonna throw my young fella I know whose potential is through the roof. I'm not gonna throw him into the woods right away if we don't need to. I feel like I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna underestimate the Detroit Lions either, because they have a new coaching staff and a whole new operation going on over there in that organization. But it's the Detroit Lions, okay? We're not gonna sit here and act like they're not the Detroit Lions. And I do think the 49ers should go out here and take care of business against this this depleted Lions team. So we'll give you the prediction on that later on in the episode as well. This might be the matchup everybody's been waiting for. We got the Tennessee Titans, Arizona Cardinals, Julio Jones, AJ Green, Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, Mike Vrabel, and that Tennessee defense. We got to talk about the additions that the Cardinals made, you know what I'm saying, with that young coach, Cliff Kingsbury, you know, J.J. Watt, former Texans, defensive and 3-time defensive player of the year, get that correct. And you know, he's over there with his partner in crime on the other side of the edge, Chandler Jones. How you feel about them two on the edge with that pressure? Will their presence be felt right away, or do you think they have to get some type of chemistry going on with the defense until we feel that retro J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones?
100% right away. 100% right away.
Okay.
J.J. Watt, like we already said, like Chop already said, 3-time defensive player of the year. 3-time defensive player of the year. He was.
That don't come by no luck or no fluke.
Bad.
That's a bad man.
But you know, the Texans, the organization just falling apart right now. So I'm glad he got out of that situation. And Chandler Jones, another great defense.
Oh yeah.
And then you got that secondary too.
You dealing with Isaiah Simmons. He's a flex defensive player. He flies from sideline to sideline. He drops back in the zone if you need him to. Buda Baker, can't forget about him. I believe, what's this about? Jersey chains number 3?
Number 3, yeah.
Number 3. I like that 7 on him. He picked off Mahomes in the preseason game a while back. You know, that was nice, but you know, a little energizer, get a little boost going on.
Yeah.
So let's get on the offensive side of the ball with the Arizona Cardinals. I see Cliff Kingsbury. He gave Murray, the young guy quarterback, some help.
AJ Green. He's been hurt a lot the past couple years, but I think he's back this year. From what I've been hearing, what I've seen in training camp, he been getting it in. Like, he back.
Okay.
And I'm not saying 100% back to his prime when he was the best receiver. Not 2, the 1.
Oh yeah.
Best receiver in the league, but
he's getting back to that form.
Straight. That's all they need. Because they got D-Hop.
So tell me who wins this game and why.
Honestly, it's going to be based off the defense and who can score. If they can get that run game going with the Titans,
I feel like that ground punch you right in the mouth, smash mouth football. Mike Vrabel like to play. I believe that juices some of the clock off the time off the clock. I'm gonna go Titans. I'm leaning towards the Titans in this week 1 matchup, bro.
Kansas City Chiefs and Cleveland Browns. Mayfield versus Mahomes. They didn't play about 3-4 times in college.
This is an exciting matchup right here. I'm getting my popcorn ready and my recliner. Lean back. You know what I'm saying? This right here, we got Mahomes boy. We got Baker Mayfield. We get Odell back. We got the cheetah, Tyreek Hill on that side of the ball. This is gonna be an electrifying game right here. Let's get into Mayfield versus Mahomes. What are we looking for in these two quarterbacks coming into, you know, more experience now? What are we looking forward to?
Mahomes, I'm looking forward to Mahomes. I think he gonna get back.
Okay.
He gonna get back.
With that upgraded offensive line, I do think he should get some of that get back and playing with that chip on his shoulder with that extra grit this year.
And Mayfield, I think is his payday. Like, if he can show out the first couple weeks, he might get a contract during the season.
My bold prediction, Cleveland Browns to win the NFL Championship 2021-2022 season. You heard it here first from Chop at Smoke Sports, presented by Chops Smokes.
You know, you lost me right there.
I lost you.
Lost me
Cleveland
right
Browns, I think they're going to get one over this year. I think this is their year. Baker Mayfield, you got the 2-headed running back collab with Hunt and Chubb. You get Odell back with Juice and Higgins. Then on the defensive side of the ball, you got Garrett, you have Clowney, you get Delpit back, you know what I'm saying? You getting Greedy Williams
Johnson
back. You getting Johnson III from the choir from the Rams.
Troy
You
Hill
get
too.
Hill. I mean, it's stacked. They have depth. There's a well-balanced team. They have a great coach.
Right.
I feel like the Cleveland Browns is the sleeper team this year, and with that AFC North division with the Steelers, Bengals, and Ravens, their chances is high. And when I say high, it's above 50% to come out that division, number one.
That's real bold, child. Real bold. I like the Browns though this year. I got them. I ain't gonna lie. If they win a division, I wouldn't be surprised. Just based off, the players you just said, the key acquisitions.
Right.
But don't put it past them Steelers and Ravens though. We gonna talk about them later though. But don't put it past them. But I love what they did in the offseason and in the draft. So if they can beat Pat Mahomes
Week one, which I smell an upset. I smell it, but we'll get into that later on in the episode.
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
Let's move on. We got Belichick and Cam, and then we got the Dolphins with Tua, dollar bill, mac and cheese, Cam Newton and that quarterback controversy. We got Tua now. It's the QB run moving on up.
Right.
From, he was overshadowed by Fitzmagic. He's now in Washington balling out. So how you feel about this Tua and this Tua being QB1, and what do you think should start for the Patriots at the quarterback position?
The Patriots. All right, so we know what's going on with Cam. He leaving facilities. He's not vaccinated right now, so the NFL is hard on people that's not vaccinated doing outside activities. So, and it was said by NFL on NFL Network, on reporters, that Mac Jones, this might be that thing that has him start.
Put his foot in the door.
Get his foot in the door.
Yeah.
And solidified. Mac Jones been playing good during the preseason. Cam Newton's been playing great. Let's not forget week 2 or week 3 last year when he played that Sunday night game with the Seahawks. We seen some flashes at MVP Cam with the Panthers. So if he get more flashes of that, and the fact that he had COVID, and after he had COVID, it threw him off the entire season, because that's a quick offense you gotta learn. So. That's kind of hard to call it right now, but I'm gonna have to go with Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is gonna start week
QB1.
Yeah,
it's tough. I can't call it. If I call it, I might spoil it. But I do know we have Tua. Do you think Tua get the defensive support? With the big signing of Xavier Howard and other key players on that defensive side of the ball. Let's talk about the Dolphins and that defense. What you like about that versus the addition that Belichick picked up on his defensive side of the ball, Judon and other key players as well. Let's dive into that.
Yeah, they still ain't signed Howard. That's why he was probably gonna get traded. He requested a trade because of new contract.
Right.
I think they're gonna have to give him a new contract.
I think they load the Brink truck back.
10 interceptions.
I think they load the Brink truck back and pay him. I think it is gonna be a big payday for Howard. He just have to not wait his time, because his time is now, but the time is very soon. Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, and he was 17 on the top 100. Oh yeah, I like that. And Tua, he got his boy back, Waddle.
Yeah, he got Waddle, the Alabama. Out of Alabama. Just a complete speedster, run right past you. If you're not attached to his hip, you might as well call it a day, because he's just getting behind you. If you're not covered over top, I'm expecting to see him on some slants, some fly routes. Some, all time. I'm expecting to see him. He's an exciting player. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see Eric Waddle.
How you think this game gonna go? Or is it gonna be a close game or blowout?
I believe with Belichick coming in week 1, especially after that rough season he had last year, I'm expecting Belichick to be on get back for some revenge. I do think the Dolphins and they defensive firepower get at the young rookie who should be starting, Cam Mac and Cheese. He should be starting. So I'm going for a low scoring game, and I think Belichick win this. When he gets the edge over the Dolphins week 1.
Okay, I agree. Packers and Saints.
Oh man, we get Rodgers, we get Jameis Winston, Sean Payton, Mac LaFleur. We get them. We got the Packers and the Saints. Who starts for the Saints at the quarterback position. We dealing with a whole lot of QB controversies week 1, and it seems a little repetitive, but it's just so much competition out here. Who wins? Who wins the quarterback 1 position comes week 1 for the Saints?
Honestly, Jameis Winston. Just because Jameis Winston was solid though with the Buccaneers. That 1 year though, he threw 30 interceptions. It was an excuse, 30 interceptions, 30 touchdowns. We ain't never seen that before. But
1-to-1 ratio, I never seen.
right. But I like him taking over. I wouldn't say taking over because he's on a 1 year deal. I think this is just a
filling for Drew Brees.
Insurance quarterback for a year. The time being, he got experience. He's been looking phenomenal during the preseason. I'm just not a big fan of Taysom Hill. Me personally, I feel like he's a little bit overrated. But if you Sean Payton, honestly, James Winston is a safer route. He can just cut down on turnovers easily. He just makes smarter decisions.
Okay, so you say Jameis Winston QB for the Saints. So we dealing with Rodgers, Winston. You know what I'm saying? Where is MT? Is we expecting to see MT this year? Or I miss seeing my man on the field. What's going on with Michael Thomas this year?
I think he's still hurt.
He's still dealing with that ankle injury, that foot injury. I hope he get better. Rodgers' final year in Green Bay. Do you think this is the farewell tour before he leaves Green Bay, or do you think he just suck it up and keep kissing, kissing ass and playing for the Green Bay Packers? What you think Rodgers get? What's the process for Rodgers?
Honestly, bro, honestly, Chop, if he don't win a Super Bowl this year, he gone. Cause this would be, I ain't gonna go 13-3 again. 14-3. They're not winning 14 games, 13-4. But they gonna keep this. This would be their 3rd year if they have a 12 and up winning season and they lose. Cause 13-3 back-to-back years. This year we really got 4th down.
I feel like that was bad coaching.
They was second away from beating the Bucks.
Yeah, they were. And unfortunately, coaching mistakes, disagreements between the quarterback and the coach.
Whole organization.
Yeah, and it led to the Bucks winning, and now that we know the Super Bowl champs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting to see Rodgers play with a little bit more grit and chip on the shoulder,
right.
Show that he still have it, and he still is the reigning league MVP. You know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting to see Rodgers come out and put on the show. I think this will be a blowout winner by the Green Bay Packers. Even though Sean Payton put up his best effort in week 1, it just won't be enough for Green Bay's overwhelming new upgraded defense and that firepower that Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers bring to that Packers offense.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be too much for them, and I think the Saints really just gonna be. They ain't had Drew Brees. They're not gonna have Drew Brees, so I think they're gonna have to realize that the first couple weeks. So the first couple weeks is gonna be slow.
They're gonna be like in La La Land, and then they finally hit reality by week 4 or 5. I definitely agree with you.
Honestly, I'm gonna compare it to the situation that happened last year with the Patriots. I think it's gonna be something similar to that when you got a quarterback there for a tenure like that. It's gonna be hard that next year switching over to another quarterback who ain't Drew Brees or close to Drew Brees, and they're trying to make that offense.
Yeah, those some big shoes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
And with, I'm not saying Jameis Winston can't fill them shoes of Drew Brees, but that man had a hell of a career there in New Orleans, and like I said, them some big shoes to fill.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.